Okay, we're going to start on our backs today then. So place your heels by your hips. Maybe your hands by your side, or maybe you place them on your tummy, wherever feels comfortable. Close down those eyes and start to just inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Just taking this moment for yourself, checking in with your body. Take a couple more breaths here. On your next inhale, lift your hips to a bridge pose. You might even plant your hands by your side, just lifting up the hips. Keep those knees parallel to each other. You might inhale, lift a little taller, just building some heat here. Take a couple more breaths. Eventually dropping those hips down. We're going to walk our feet out slightly forward a bit. So take a couple inches, walk those feet out slightly farther. And we're going to inhale and lift our hips once again to that bridge position. Just holding it for a few moments. Trying to get those hips as high as we can, using those hands to plant that energy into the floor. Just breathing into this posture. Once again, just building this heat. Release it down. And then one more time, walking those feet out an inch a little farther. You might even be all the way on your heels if that feels good for you. You're going to inhale and lift just for a moment. Take a couple breaths. And we're going to release that one down. Take that right knee into your chest. Extend through that left leg long. Take some circles here. Just loosening up the hip joint. Filling your body with that oxygen once again. You might tuck that knee in and then draw it across your body, keeping that right shoulder attached to the floor. Gentle spinal twist here. Take it back to center, hugging that knee into your chest. Maybe you take a few more circles with it. Eventually releasing it down. Bring that left knee into the chest now. Taking some circles, loosening up that joint. Eventually drawing into the chest and then take it across the body when you're ready. Keeping that left shoulder attached to the floor. Gentle spinal twist here. Take a few breaths. Eventually, when you're ready, bring that knee back up, hugging it into the chest. You might make some circles there. Maybe even drawing that right knee into the chest. You might rock side to side or bring it out to a happy baby if that feels good. Drawing those knees into the armpits. Just taking a few moments here for yourself to breathe. Enjoying this posture. We're going to take that right foot and put it over the left thigh, interlacing our fingers underneath the leg, pulling the left leg in. Gives a nice good stretch for that right hip in this reclined pigeon position. Take a few breaths. Eventually, when you're ready, you're going to plant that left foot down and take that right leg across in this spinal twist position while in this reclined position. So planting that right sole of the foot to the ground, send that knee up to the sky. Should give a nice stretch once again in that right hip. Just letting oxygen flow freely, releasing tension. Eventually making your way back up to center. Extend that leg out. Maybe bringing both knees into chest. Take a few rocks side to side or draw it out to happy baby if you'd like. Once again, taking that left foot in this reclined pigeon position on this side. Left leg over the right leg. Interlace those fingers underneath the leg. Pulling it close to you, giving the left hip a nice stretch. Just breathe here. Eventually, when you're ready, plant that foot down. And then bring the left leg over to that gentle twist position, planting the sole of the left foot. Bring that knee to the sky. Twisting in this reclined pigeon position. Take a few breaths. Eventually, when you're ready, draw that leg up, bringing both knees into your chest. You might take a few rocks side to side and then eventually take a few rocks forward and back. Building some momentum here. Eventually tucking the feet, making your way to a tabletop position. Knees underneath the shoulder, knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Drop that belly down. And then inhale, round to the back. Exhale, drop the belly. Inhale, round to the back. Take a few of these on your own. Just loosening up through the spine. You might even venture off, getting some big hip swivels if that feels good. Just listening to your body today. Eventually tucking those toes, set the hips, downward dog. Connect to your breath here. You might paddle out your feet a little bit if that feels good. Or you might just find some stillness, creating some length in that long, flat back. We're going to shift forward on our toes, high plank position. Take a moment to round through the upper back, drawing that belly button up and in. You might shift forward and back here. Just building some heat. And then exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale the up dog. Exhale, take it back to downward dog again, excuse me. We're gonna inhale the right leg up to the sky, coming forward. Take it out to warrior two. So opening up to that left side. Take a bend in that right knee. Making sure it's straight up and down over that left ankle. Think about drawing that belly button up and in, and then extend forward and backward through those arms. You're gonna inhale, reach it forward, revolving the arm back. So take that right arm up to the sky. Take a few breaths here. And then plant that right elbow, taking the left arm up and over. Maybe you gaze up underneath that tricep. Taking a few breaths. Reaching that left arm forward, lengthening throughout the toes. And you're gonna plant your hands at the top of your mat. Step that foot up, coming to a pyramid pose, squaring off the hips. So bending over that right leg. Take a few breaths. We're gonna plant those hands by our upper foot, and we're gonna lift our back left foot off the ground, standing split here. You might keep your hands on the ground here, or you might grab your ankle for more of a balance there. Drawing that belly button up and in still. Eventually swinging that leg through, coming to a standing position. Bring that knee up to whatever balance you'd like. Feel free to take a tree position here, Or you might draw just the knee up, grabbing the shin or the calf. You might take it back to dancer, just choosing a variation you'd like and holding a moment. Finding a spot in front of you to focus on. And just breathing into this posture. Take a couple more breaths here. Eventually planting your opposite foot down. You're going to plant your hands forward fold here. Inhale, gaze out long. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your feet back. Take it down to chaturanga, keeping those elbows in. Inhaling to an up dog. Take those shoulders up and back. Exhale, tuck those toes, stand the hips tall. Take a few breaths here. Eventually inhaling the left leg up. Bring it through, opening out warrior two here. So opening out to the right side. Keep a bend in that left front knee, making sure it's right over the ankle, so not collapsing in. Draw that belly button up and in. Fingers forward and back, lengthening. Inhale, reach forward slightly and then revolve it back, sending that left arm up to the sky. Getting some length there in that side body. Exhale, plant the left arm, reaching the right arm up and over. You might gaze up underneath that right arm. Exhale, plant the hands in front of you. Step up that back right foot. Come into a pyramid pose as you square off the hips. Take a few moments to breathe here. Once again, walking that foot up, we're gonna lift it up to the sky. So right leg in the air, standing split. You might take your hands to your left leg, drawing your body close, getting a little bit of a balance there, or you might just keep your hands on the floor. Totally fine. Eventually swinging that leg through to any balance posture you would like. Maybe a tree pose on this side. Maybe bringing the leg up in front of you, grabbing the calf. Or once again, maybe dancer behind you. Just taking a moment to choose a posture. Find something in front of you to focus on. Take a couple more breaths in this balanced posture. Gently dropping the foot down. Take your feet, maybe walk them out. Maybe roll into the ankles. We're gonna inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold here. Inhale, gaze out long, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step the feet back or jump. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, take it to up dog. Taking it to a child's pose now. Exhale, release it out. You might plant that forehead on the mat. Taking a few big inhales and exhales. Just fully releasing. You might start to make your exhales longer than your inhales here. When you're ready, you can make your way onto your back however you like. Maybe drawing those knees into your chest one last time. And taking a happy baby. Once again, letting those exhales be twice as long as your inhales. When you're ready, extending those legs out, taking the palms up to your sky. Maybe you adjust your shoulder blades, tucking them behind you. And just imagine yourself relaxing, floating on water, feeling weightless here. Shavasana. Start to inhale and exhale, filling your lungs and fully releasing them. You might listen to the sounds within the room or outside the room. You might start to make small movements, eventually making them larger. You're ready, you might roll to your favorite side, cradling your head with your arm. And then making your way to a seated position. You'll bring your hands to heart center whenever you get there. You might close your eyes and just thank your body for your practice. Feeling grateful for all it can do for you. Awesome job today, guys. Namaste. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday.